students' accounts. So that is why we are here to, to answer the queries that you may be having about finance. So I would like to begin by, I know you have been welcomed many times, but again and again, we want to warmly welcome you to Daystar University. And I'm joined by my colleague, Shadrach. I know yesterday he did a presentation about matters finance. He spoke about, how you go about registration, which I think you will be introduced to tomorrow. I'm here with him. Maybe Shadrach, you can say hello as we continue to wait. I'm also looking at the chat to see, I don't know, Dr. Munyao, how you want us to do this. Are the questions going to come on the chat or they are going to be asked? Dr. Munyao will join, but I just want to Shadrach to say good evening to the students. Thank you.
Thank you, Jennifer. Good evening. Again, thank you for inviting us again to share matters of finance. I hope now we will be able to clear all the issues that could be burning. So maybe we can also request the students to talk so that we can hear their voice. Because if we do in the chat, we can have everyone asking one question, yet we can do it once and for all. So maybe someone can talk for many. So that's my proposal.
All right, I think we can progress. I see Brenda. Brenda, you can speak. I see your hand.
Thank you very much. I don't know whether you can hear me.
Very loud and clear.
Thank you so much for this opportunity, and I'm glad that indeed we have the finance department today. I think based on the discussions that we had yesterday, the key thing that came up regarding finance was the issue of the credit hours. Is it credit hours? I hope I'm getting it correct.
Yes.
And the actual amount in terms of fees, so that how much, the question was how much exactly, especially for the master's students, are we supposed to pay? There was the issue of the 139,900. So that is what really requires clarification. That is the first one. And then I believe the other question that came up was regarding the insurance amount. Perhaps you can also clarify that amount for those that have other insurances, but particularly the credit hours and how the fee is broken down. Maybe you can expound that for us kindly. Thank you.
Thank you, Brenda. And yes, those two questions are also on the chat. You might want to respond to them before we proceed.
Thank you. Thank you, Reverend Mutinda. And thank you, Brenda, for the question. Yes, I can see those are the same questions on the chat. Let me begin with the one for the credit hours. And yes, Brenda, as you have put it, our units are normally broken down into credit hours. And when you do your registration, the tuition amount that you're going to pay is determined by the number of credit hours that you will take as the student. That amount is what is actually the tuition fee. It's basically the tuition fee, so that like if you have your fee structure with you, I want to see whether I can be able to share, probably to share, if I can be able to share the fee structure, and so that I'm able to explain. Shadrach, do you have the fee structure ready that you can be able to? I'm trying to see whether I can.
Yes, I have.
Yeah, please, if we have the sharing rights, you can share. As I explained, that it is actually the first item on your fees. For master's program, let me begin with master's program because that is what Brenda has mentioned. Thank you, Chandra. So for the master's program, if you look at, there's that column which reads postgraduate programs, Nairobi campus, master's program. Tuition fee is 110,400. Now, how we arrive at that amount is that 1 credit hour is charged 9,200 shillings. Bishandrak, you can go. Okay, thank you. Yeah, thank you. That's what I was looking for. If you look at tuition charges, there's this part that shows tuition charges per credit hour. Point D, master's degree programs assume 12 credit hours per semester at 9,200 per credit hour. Now, 12 credit hours would be something like roughly 4 units. You find that 1 unit would be having, on average, 3 credit hours. So 12 credit hours will be something like 4 units. So the 12 credit hours times 9,200 is what now gives you the 110,400. So that we can go back to the breakdown, Chandra. Yes, so the 110,000 is 9,200 times 12 hours. Now, that figure is what it can change. It can vary depending on the number of units and thus number of credit hours that the student is taking. So if a student takes, let's say, because this one is assuming 12 credit hours, if a student takes 10 credit hours, of course, that tuition fee will be 10 credit hours times 9,200, which will be around 92,000. If the student takes more hours, let's say 15 credit hours, the tuition amount will change. It will be more. The other changes, examination fee, technology, all those other changes don't change. They are constant per semester. Then we have the one-time expenses payable in the first semester only. It is exactly that 15,000. That one will only be charged in your first semester of study. It will not be charged again. So that is how the fee, that is why the fee can vary if the student takes different credit hours from the ones that are stated on the fee structure, because the fee structure, like we have said, it's written, it states that it assumes 12 credit hours, because on average, those are the credit hours that are done by most students. And these details, I've seen somebody asking whether these details were on the admission letter. I believe when the admission letters were issued, the fee structure was attached. Page 1 of the fee structure has those details, the breakdown, and the one that is on the screen right now is page 2 of the fee structure. So it has all those details there. And then Brenda asked about the medical cover. Medical cover is not mandatory for evening students, or rather, you know, the masters, or rather the graduate students, and even the other students who do evening classes, because they are part-time. So that one will not be loaded on your fees. However, if you desire to be covered by Daystar, you can request, because some masters, PhD, or other evening students choose to take the Daystar cover. You can write to us. You can write to us through, we will give you our emails, or even our official email, finance@daystar.ac.ke. You pay for the medical cover, and you also copy the human resource department, HR@daystar.ac.ke. You ask for a cover, because it will not automatically come to you because you are an evening student. I hope it is clear. Unless somebody else has an additional question about the same. Thank you.
I think that sounds quite clear. The matter of paying school fees in installments. For example, Lucy is asking, she's already paid 120,000, but understands that fees must be cleared. Is asking whether she's going to be admitted or not. Those that are asking questions about specific courses, today we are going to have the breakouts into the different schools. Don't worry about that. There are those school-specific questions that you'll be able to ask when you get into your breakout rooms.
Thank you, Dean. On the question of whether the student can pay in installments, yes, we have an installment plan, a fixed installment plan that is it has been put in place by the management of the university, where we allow 50% of the fees at the start, and then 25% after a month, and the other 25% after a month. However, this arrangement applies to the students from the second semester. Now, the first semester, the requirement is that the student is supposed to pay the fees in full. But of course, like I know our DVC, the DVC Finance Administration and Planning also stated this on Monday during his address. Of course, we do listen to cases where for one reason or the other, the student is not able to, to meet their 100% on a case-by-case basis, but the requirement is that you are supposed to pay 100% of the fees for the first semester. Then from the second semester, you can now automatically pay, go into the installment plan if you choose to. Thank you.
Great. I think we have possibly just a few more minutes for the finance if there is any other question. But quickly, the question on medical insurance. No, it doesn't expire when you leave Daystar. It expires 1 year from the dates you are onboarded. So if it was August this year, in case you complete your studies by April next year, it will still be active until August. So I think that is clear. Someone is asking about being required to pay for student IDs, and yet it seems like maybe somebody mentioned that they don't need the IDs. So that question is coming, why they would then be required to pay for them. I'm not sure I have an answer for that.
Dean, I may also not answer that question conclusively, but what I would say that to the best of my knowledge, yes, the students are supposed to actually pick the student IDs, because I think that, that is the formal identification that we have for, for our students.
In shortened time that you can find time to be on campus, it is important for you to get that ID. It can come in very handy. Yeah. So along the way, you will still need it. So find a way of getting it. There's a question I had seen. If you pay fees in excess, the fees will be credited to your account for the next semester. So that shouldn't worry you. I am checking. I'm sure there was another question. All right. So pick out anything that you need to respond to. And then
Yes,
we are going
Dean,
to
I have seen a question on
proceed.
somebody is asking.
You have 10 minutes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you,
I'm
Dean.
saying you have 10 minutes, you can still proceed.
Okay. Thank you for that. I've seen a question where that is Martha asking whether they can attend classes in the meantime. Yes, please, as you make arrangements to pay the fees, I'm thinking about it because if you need to pay fees, we have given up to 28 as a deadline. However, for the students to be able to access the e-learning portal and get into the online classes, you need to have paid fees. Of course, we give that window of 2 weeks for the students to pay the fees. But now when it comes to accessing the e-learning portal, that one you must pay fees before you can be able to access the e-learning portal. Yes, that is it. Then there's somebody asking about help, like if you have applied for help, whether we can allow you to use that to do registration. If you have a letter from HELB confirming, because sometimes, of course, HELB, they allocate funds, but sometimes it takes a bit of time between allocation and disbursement. If you have a letter from HELB indicating that you have been awarded that amount, yes, we can accept it and use it as we wait for the money to be disbursed to the university. I've seen another question, Dean, where E. Malinga is asking, does the installment plan have interest? There is an installment fee of 2,000 shillings. Yes, for those who choose to pay fees in installments when it is allowed, there's an installment fee of 2,000 shillings. Then I'm trying to see whether there is any other question.
I think most of those that were raised, you have answered them very well. We'll give possibly just 1 more minute because we need to move on. I'm checking through as well. And you can still, I see Peter, your hand is up. Lushivia, do you want to unmute and ask the question? Lushivia, Peter, Isaiah, are you going to ask the question? Your hand is up. I'm not sure whether Peter is even hearing me.
Is muted.
Peter, Isaiah, you're muted in case you want to speak. All right. Possibly. Is the installment fee paid if one fails to meet the deadlines, or is it still to be included and still paid before the deadline? You can respond to that, Jennifer.
Oh, thank you, Dean. I'm not sure whether I understand the question. Is the installment fee paid if one fails to meet the deadline, or it will be included if you still pay before the deadline? And as we have explained, we have said that payment in installments is allowed from the second semester. What happens is that we allow the student to pay 50% of the fees prior to registration. At that point, the installment fee is charged. Then now, if the rest of the fees is 25% in 30 days and another 25% in 30 days.
All right, all right. We want to thank you so much. I'm just wanting to be sure that okay, we'll pick the very
just
last
a bit.
one.
Sorry, Dean. I have seen one who is asking whether to confirm HELB has communicated that the awardee list has been sent to us. Yes, Lydia, we will check. Maybe you can give us your details, because HELB keeps sending the lists as they want the money. So probably if you can share with us your details, we can be able to check whether your money has come. I can see one from Josephine. Kindly clarify on the 40% scholarship on the tuition for Master of Education. Yes, I believe, Josephine, you have the flyer as it is indicated for that particular program. It has that discount on tuition fees. You can refer to the flyer that was shared.
All right, there is a question from Mercy Kironyo. I see your hand is up, and most likely that will be about the last question because we have just about 3 minutes. I see two hands, and Jane, possibly you just pick those and we will have to end this. And keep posting your email so that if people have questions, they can write to finance. Please keep posting that email address on the chat. Mercy?
Thank you very much, and good evening to everyone. I hope you can hear me.
Not so clearly, but if you speak a little louder, we'll be able to hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. Am I clearer now?
Okay, yeah.
Sorry. So my question is, first year student. My question is in regards to what I had written on the chat. So am I allowed to make a partial payment ahead of the classes? And I was also asking, when is the deadline to clear? Because I understand the whole other installment payment for second year, but for first year, I'm not able to do the full 100. So what's the way forward for that?
Mercy, you are not very clear, but if I got you right, you are asking the installment payment, to make it clear, it applies from the second semester, not the second year. Second semester, you can pay in installments. It's only the first semester when you have just joined is where we have that requirement for the 100%. Thank you.
All right. And thank you for that, Jennifer. So when is the deadline to clear the payment?
28th of September. That is the day. Sorry, Mercy.
Yeah, you responded. I think you responded to that 28th of September. Yes, Mercy, that is the answer. Jane, the final question. We have 2 minutes for this part.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for this, and we are glad that you are able to respond to our queries. So I think most of the requests yesterday on the fees deadline of 28th, most of us were requesting if it can be extended with 2 weeks, because like most people knew about the deadline yesterday. And the 28th seems to be so close. So our request was if it could be extended with 2 more weeks. And you've mentioned of a grace period of 2 weeks. And within the 2 weeks, one cannot attend classes and either access the portal. So we're also wondering how feasible is that.
So I believe you have heard that question. You can respond to that about the extension of the grace period to pay. I think. Do you have a answer?
Thank you, Dean. One of the reasons why the fees payment deadline is normally put at 2 weeks is because we also like to tie it up with the issue of courses registration, because registration for courses is normally open for 2 weeks because it is also tied to the aspect of class attendance. That if a student pays fees, like let's say 3 weeks after the 16th, and they start to attend classes week 3, then they also risk to have an issue in terms of academics, because there is the requirement that a student must attend at least 75% of their classes. So that is one of the reasons why also because we go hand in hand with the issue of, with the academic bit of registration. That's why we may not be able to, okay, sometimes with many requests from the students, the management of the university can consider an additional week, but that one is normally something that the management of the university has to sit down and deliberate on. And then if it is granted, it is communicated to the students officially. But normally it is 2 weeks, like we have stated on our presentation. Thank you.
Thank you. I wish to thank you from the finance, and kindly, again, I am requesting that you post the email for finance at the chat so that people can get to you. You know, finance, the issues are many, and at times it is that there are those nitty-gritties that may be hard to exhaust here, but we need to move on because of the next. Okay, yeah, that's a link, but please share your email address for finance, please. I'm still waiting for that, and possibly a phone number so that if people need to call, they can call, because yes, I have seen S. Mutua there at daystar.ac.ke. Thank you so much. Thank you for those clarifications, and I'm sure some of the questions actually that are coming, if you look at the letter that you received, some of those questions will be answered right there. Once again, thank you. We want to move on to the next department, and that is student affairs. And on behalf of student affairs, I'd like to welcome you so much, not only to our department, but also to Daystar, and say that we are thrilled to have you join Daystar University. You will find for yourself that Daystar is a very vibrant community. And as you embark on this exciting and also challenging journey, remember that every challenge is an opportunity in life. And therefore, we must always do our best to embrace these new challenges and experiences. And of course, whenever you need support, we are available. We are here to help you and to respond to your requests, to your needs, whatever help that we can give so that we make your study as smooth as it should be. And I want to share a screen here and quickly take you through what we are going to do for tonight from our department before you go to the schools. We are going to introduce you to the student affairs department. And then after that, after the introductions, we are going to have one of us speak to us regarding one of the critical issues that we need to be spoken about. and then we'll be handing you over to the schools. I'm trying to arrange my screen here. Please confirm if you can see my screen.
Yes, we
Can
can.
you? Great, thank you. Now, some of the preliminaries, you've already gone through them about Daystar, who we are, and of course, Daystar, the name is from 2 Peter 1:19, until the day dawn and the Daystar arise in your hearts. We are a Christ-centered university, and again, I believe that has been communicated, and from the speech of the Vice Chancellor on Monday, some of these things came out clearly. Our core values, I am sure, again, this is something even through our communication to you that you've seen, possibly even in the letters: Christ-centeredness, trustworthiness. Yes, student affairs, let me go direct there. Is the department that is concerned with student welfare outside of class. And we are under the DVC Academic, Research and Student Affairs. This department is led by the Dean of Students. My name is Reverend Mutinda Musimi, the Dean of Students. I am deputized by 3 Associate Dean of Students. You're going to be meeting them briefly. And there are several sections under the Student Affairs Department. Spiro is Student Placement and International Relations Office. We take care of the international students. We help them get their visas and any other document that they need. But we are also keen about looking for opportunities in the corporate world for our students to connect for internship, sometimes for jobs. And so it's possible some of you will come to us for these connections, but I'm also appealing to you because I could be talking to a possible employer. When you need somebody to work for you, if you need someone to come for internship or you have job opportunities, please get in touch. We will get you the best. Then counseling is also in this department, sports, and then we have resident tutors that are also with us, and the student government. So my name, I have already introduced myself. I head the Student Affairs Department and I oversee all student-related activities. Some of you we might meet physically. Chances are most of you will never meet, but the work of this department is so integral to your studies. Even behind the scenes, we will be the people working to help you settle very well. And you can always reach out to us when there are any complications that you're going through or concerns or anything related to what I have just spoken about, sports, counseling, etc. And we are going to be coming to that briefly. So the associate deans deputize the dean of students and they handle all student-related matters and activities. And integral to that is the implementation of student code of conduct. And then those in Athi River, and even if you're not boarding in Athi River, who knows? Soon we could be receiving a son or a daughter from some of you. It is good to know that we have resident tutors who stay with our students on campus and in the hostels. Their houses are connected to the hostels, so they become like the parents to our students. I think that happens only here in Daystar. So let me introduce to us Madam Susan Boto, the Associate Dean of Students, Main Campus. Main Campus is the campus in Athi River. Madam Susan, tusalimie.
All right. Thank you, Dean. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
All right. Welcome very much our students to Daystar University. We are pleased that you chose Daystar University. Yeah, we look forward to a very good interaction with you, that hopefully we will meet in the corridors of Daystar or in the corridors of life. I know most of you will probably be domiciled in Nairobi campus, but all the same, welcome to Daystar University. We are one family. God bless you, and we wish you all the best in your studies at Daystar University.
Great. Do you want to mention, Susan, what your training is in, your specialization?
Yes, yes, my background is in clinical psychology. And our docket as Associate Dean of Students is to take care of student welfare. So anytime you feel stuck with the challenges of balancing your academic work and life as it is happening, you can reach out to us. And I know we also have the counseling department, which is available to all our students free of charge. Yeah, so don't stay silent with any problems you have. There's help available.
Wow, thank you.
Dean.
Thank you, Susan, and we appreciate the great work you're doing. And I want to take you now to Nairobi campus. The Associate Dean in charge of Nairobi campus is Mrs. Grace Karanja. Let me invite her to greet us, and please feel free to also mention something about your education.
Good evening, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, we hear you.
All right. Good evening, everyone. This is Grace Karanja, the Associate Dean of Students, Nairobi campus. I'm actually your Associate Dean, I say. And I look forward to meeting you. I am definite will meet with 3/4 of you physically. I'm the first point of contact in Nairobi campus, and I'm a psychologist. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And again, we also appreciate the great work you're doing in our Nairobi campus. Please be sure to connect with her. Mrs. Ann Wachira is Associate Dean of Students Residence, but is currently on leave. Acting on her behalf is Dr. Emily Sitati, who is also a resident tutor. Daktari, tusalimie and tell us what you teach.
Hey, good evening, everyone. I hope I'm audible enough. My name is Dr. Emily Sitati.
Pull your screen a little toward yourself. We're only seeing the top of your face. Okay, now, yeah, we were missing that smile.
All right, there it is. Yes, my name is Dr. Emily Sitati. I'm acting Associate Dean, Student Residence, but I'm a lecturer in the Department of Education. I know I'll be meeting a group in Education Leadership and Policy Studies. On Monday, we'll have our first class, and I look forward to just interacting and having very interactive sessions with you. I want to welcome all of you to Daystar. At one point, you may want to visit at River Campus. We stay on campus, so when you are stranded, please look for us. We'll be able to take care of you. We'll give you temporary accommodation for a night or two. When you are stranded, we want you to feel comfortable in Daystar, feel part of the community, because we are caring community. I know some of us also have our children here. We put them in very comfortable residential places, and we ensure we are always in contact with them. We handle issues before we get them to the dean, unless they're very complicated. So we take care of students on campus, and we are glad to serve you. So welcome to Daystar and be part of this loving community. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Sitati, and we appreciate the work you're doing with our students. I work with a great team. Student placement and international relations. I think I had already mentioned basically what we do. We do a lot of networking. We help our international students. We process their visas and immigration documents. So for those who are international students and at one time or another, you want to be physically here, definitely that will be required. Possibly when you are away, it may not necessarily be required of you. And it is important to mention that we have an International Students Association. So even if you're going to be studying online, it would be good to get in touch with the student government because you belong and your contribution is critical. Currently, the ISADU chair is from South Sudan and his name is William Deng Mayen. The team that is in charge of international relations and student placement, these are our people, Mrs. Nita Kihiro and Mr. Daniel Kimole. I'm going to ask that you greet us. Nita? Mr. Daniel, can you greet us?
Thank you, Dean, and good evening to everyone on this call. I want to first and foremost join my colleagues in extending a very warm welcome to all the new Daysterians. We want to welcome you to the Office of the Student Placement and International Relations Office. We do placement of all the Daystar students, where we do career guidance and counseling. We do skill development by organizing webinars. Like last week, we had a webinar which was well attended by our students, and I'm sure they benefited immensely from it. We do placement support. We source internship opportunities for students, because at one point you'll be required to do internship for you to graduate. We do network. We network our students to potential employers. We also inform our students of the available job opportunities, because most of the employees whom we have MOUs with call our office to confirm if we can send some of our students for placement, and that we do, and most of our students have gotten jobs through that. We organize on-campus recruitment drives, and like next week, from the week starting from the 23rd, we'll be having a very big career fair, and we extend an invitation to all our students, both new and continuing students. And I'm sure it will run for all week, starting from 23rd through 27, and I know you'll benefit from it. Please find time to join that call.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dean.
Thank you, Daniel.
Welcome.
I had actually spoken quite a bit regarding your docket, so I don't know if Anita is there to just say a greeting. All right, then we proceed. Please allow me to rearrange this. Student counseling. We have already been informed through, I think, yeah, it was Susan who mentioned that we offer counseling, and you're going to be meeting the student counselors, and you notice some of the things that are done there, counseling. We have assessments, we have peer counselors training. outreach programs, awareness campaigns. And again, we want to partner with you in some of these things because I know some of you might be strategically positioned to be able to assist us very well to help our students, and not just our students, to reach beyond. I think I'll leave this for the counselors to talk about the DC3, but very briefly, the Daystar University, the Daystar Compassion and Care Center. I think I'll let them mention that. And I want to introduce our counselors. Mr. Alan Ball is the team leader. I know he was engaged. I'm not sure whether, Alan, you're in a position to greet us. Now that is okay. We want to proceed to Mrs. Lynette Ogore. Please greet us and say something about DC3, like in 2 minutes. And counseling as well. All right.
Hello, everyone.
Okay. Hello.
You can hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Okay, this is Lynette, student counselor. My background is clinical psychology. And as we have been told, there is the counseling department. So at the counseling department, we are here for you in to handle your issues that probably you could be battling with. And we have our motto that guides us, that we are available, we are attentive, and we are also approachable. So do not shy off if you need any help from us. And also we have the DC3, where you can get the students to have some moments with them, to share with them, but that they do not handle your cases. If it is something that you need to see a counselor, they will refer you to the counselor's department.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Lynette. Winfred, please greet us.
Thank you, Dean. Good evening, everyone. Allow me again to echo what everyone else has said. Welcome to Daystar. I think one of the things that sets us apart is the fact that Daystar is not only interested with our academic growth, but our physical, our emotional, our psychological, and our holistic development. And therefore, we are here to support you in case and you're going through any challenge in different seasons of life. As a counseling department, we'll be here to journey with you. And we welcome you. Our offices are situated opposite the administration block at the Mwangaza wing. Welcome. Thank you. Over to you, Dean.
Thank you. And I'm going to be asking my team from Student Affairs, any information regarding contacts, please start to post it on the chats if it has not been sent there already, so that our students know whom to get in touch with when there is a need. In the Daystar, we have sports and recreation, and all our teams are called the Daystar Falcons. That is our logo. We are happy to say we are blessed because some of our teams have been doing quite well, and we have students from Daystar who are playing in national teams and representing not only Daystar but also Kenya. And we are just grateful. It's a vibrant university when it gets to sports and recreation. Now you ask, but I'm an online student. Well, the thing is, if you want to plug in for sports, especially in the evenings, we have facilities that are available, not necessarily on campus, but we have facilities that are available for us. We are in memorandum of understanding with a few facilitators, and therefore we can use their courts, their pitches, and this is information that you can find from us. Do you play rugby? Mainly that will be played down here in Athi River, but soccer, there are places that you can go and play, volleyball, basketball in Nairobi. And then we have some indoor facilities that are available on our campus in Nairobi. But most of these are available in Athi River. Our sports team is led by Mr. Morris Masiga. Masiga, I don't know whether you gotten home and whether you are all right there. I can see you with the logo right there. Please greet us, and maybe in a minute, just give a summary. Yeah.
Hi guys, my name is Maurice Masiga, and I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to present to you the Daystar Falcons. I believe we're the only university that have one mascot, one mantra that we go with, Daystar Falcons. You find other universities having different teams with different names, but we do just have that one. But I want to ask you, if you're not able to join us in our different sporting activities, I could send your children. I believe some of you have children at Daystar University joining or maybe continuing. Just encourage them to join any sport discipline. Let me say that sport has its place, a very, very strong place. You don't want to spend all your time in class, in the library, and not find time to unwind. I'm sport demo. I'm physical fitness demo. I do exercise, and I do encourage my colleagues and every other people to exercise. And you can visit our offices in Nairobi. Again, the building that's opposite the administration block. As you enter the main gate, you turn right on second floor. You'll find our offices. You'll always find someone to encourage you in that office. But we do have a gym. We have a gym in Nairobi campus. Although it's not as vibrant and as adequate as the gym that we have in main campus. Main campus, we have an ultra-modern gym that our teams and also individual students use for training and to just keep fit. So I encourage you to find your place. I encourage you to engage. I have many different officers that work under me. I have Muda, the tall guy you can see on the screen, and then I have our last born, I can say, who is on leave, but there are others also that have joined us. We do have coaches. That's Rachel right there. You can see Martin, you can see Barack, you can see Dolphin. Yeah. We also engage in outdoor activity. Outdoors activities, we have a great campsite. You can see at the bottom right there, we have high ropes course. If you want to come and enjoy those activities, we do have them, and we have a wonderful team that will take you through the activities that we have at Freedom Base. Our Freedom Base camp is a wonderful campsite. Yeah, I think, Dean, that's it.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And yes, we have those facilities that you can take advantage of. And for those of you who are working, you can bring colleagues from your company, and they will come and be trained in this team building. I talked about resident tutors. Now, this may not be so applicable for you, but it is important to just mention we had not introduced Mr. Fred Ogore. He teaches computer science and is one of them. And I already introduced these two ladies. Our administrator is Mr. Paul Nzomo. He is the person you will get in touch with immediately if you visit our campus and our department physically. We work very closely with the student government. This guy right here is the president, the deputy, the secretary general, those in Nairobi. Sogomi is going to be your campus governor in Athi River. And then this is William, the ISADU chair. I could mention all those names, but I want us to proceed. This student government works very closely with us and with the management, the Daystar management, because there are student needs that will come through the student leaders and they will get to us and we want to address them. But we work as a family. I'm not saying that we always agree, but even when we don't agree, we respect one another. We are training these young men and ladies to be responsible leaders. We respect them, they respect us, and we work very well with them. I want to bring my session to a close with this verse. Whether you turn to the right or to the left, your ears will hear a voice behind you saying, this is the way, walk in it. And that's my prayer for you. As you journey through your studies, that you listen to God, that He may guide you in the way you should walk. I think before we pick questions, I want to invite Mrs. Grace Karanja to take it up for the student handbook. Welcome, Madam Grace.
Thank you very much, Dean. I have been, all right. Allow me to share the student handbook. And again, allow me to salute you, grace and mercy and the peace of our Lord Jesus Christ. Salutations to you all. And congratulations once again for selecting Daystar as your university of choice. Let me minimize that so that you can see. All right, I'm going to bring to your attention what we call the Student Code of Conduct, or the handbook. The handbook discusses both the code of conduct and the dress code for Daystar University. I know it elicits a lot of excitement in different places, but we want to present ourselves for who we are, and I have the honors tonight to do that. The handbook is available on our website, and the contents in the handbook include introduction, the role of the associate dean, the student handbook, the non-academic offenses, the academic offenses, the dress code, and the conclusion. Again, we remind you that Daystar is non-denominational, but it's also known as a community of believers from various Gatobo, please mute. Thank you. We are non-denominational, and so we comprise of students from different faiths and religions. And we like to encourage our students to remember constantly that we are ambassadors of Christ. So the role of students, the dean has already spoken about that, but we're here to help. I don't know what's happening.
We request us to remain muted as much as possible so that we allow the presenter to have an easy time. Please just remember that. Thank you.
And the host and the co-host can also mute those that are unmuting, probably by mistake. Those who are talking, please. All right. So we are here to support, to help each other, to advise.
Grace, you have muted yourself, so we are not hearing you.
Somebody muted me and muted everyone. All right, we are here to help, to support, to advise, to provide guidance and assistance and information that is required at any point in time. We will not repeat the introduction of my fellow associate dean, so I will go right to the student handbook. The handbook describes the code of conduct expected for DAYSTAR students. Every student is required to read, understand, and append his or her signature as a commitment to abide by the student code of conduct. Again, the code of conduct is available on our website. That is https://daystar.ac.ke/downloads/students handbook PDF. You'll find the PDF copy of our student handbook on our website. So even if you miss any bit of my presentation, you can read the same on our website. So it summarizes the social life, conflict management, substance abuse, our expectation of sexual conduct, cyberbullying, university services, residential rules, other rules, the dress code, and then academic offenses. Students are allowed to gather. If any one of you wishes to book our halls for any book launch or some of your workshops or seminars, you're allowed to do that through your HOD or through the office of the principal Nairobi campus. Occasionally, we have postgraduate students who want to launch their books as part of their publications before graduation. And we have facilities that would allow you that as long as you follow through the protocol. The specific protocol can also be found in the office of the University Services Management. And any office, you can make inquiry about that. So social gathering, we encourage that activities conform to the acceptable Christian values and practices, that they do not interfere with learning or working activities, and that the music that is played meets the university Christian standards, and unconventional partying is also not allowed, or any displaying of conduct, both language or behavior that is lewd, obscene, or indecent. So you're free to use our facilities as long as you can abide by those governing rules. Conflict management, people do conflict whether they are physically meeting face-to-face or they are meeting virtual forums. But we want to encourage students who find themselves in such situation to make effort to reconcile through the following propositions. Explain yourself to the other person and also listen to them, to remain assertive as opposed to being passive or aggressive. We also encourage mediation. At least I can tell you freely, the Dean of Students and myself are trained mediators. So in case of any eventuality, we'll be at your service. To exercise empathy means you also try to see the other person's point of view, wear their shoes, wear their lenses, and see the world from their perspective, and feel them like your generation and others say, feel the other person. Again, active listening is important, holding yourself accountable, and also proposing creative problem solving. Again, like I said, Misunderstanding can occur whether we are meeting in physical sense or virtual sense. We encourage you to exercise proper conflict management. Now, any behavior which endangers others' health or safety, or the use of force, violence, or any form of physical, verbal, or other abuse is prohibited. Organizing or participating in boycotts, strikes, riots, or any other form of mass indiscipline is also not allowed in Daystar. Belonging to outlawed groups is also prohibited. Any form of harassment by any member of Daystar in or outside the university is prohibited. And such harassment could include harassment based on racial, tribal, religious, or gender basis, or disability basis, or sexual harassment. We encourage integration in all our interactions. Substance abuse is forbidden in Daystar, and this includes substance may include alcohol or related products, tobacco or related products. We have noticed that in the recent past, even as discussed by Parliament, we are experiencing a lot of students using vape. And you know, they look like highlighters, so they are beautiful. But our security is trained in catching such things. So in the event you're visiting with us, please refrain from carrying into school any of the things that I have mentioned. We do carry out our campaigns to say no to drugs. If you're in such an organization and you'd like to join us, we would really appreciate your participation and presence as we talk to ourselves and the generations behind us. You can also get help from our counselors, and they have spoken into that. We do have the Daystar Compassion and Care Center, where we have support groups that meet on a weekly basis. Again, for those of us who are coming for clinical psychology, counseling psychology, and those of us who will also major with family psychology or sports psychology, we encourage you to join us and to join our groups to help us recover, to facilitate us to recovery, and to also recover by ourselves. You know, we also do referrals for rehab. So if you're running a rehab out there, please get in touch with us. We'd like to refer and also participate with you as we help the generations that we are in. Sexual conduct. I am sure postgraduate students, we don't need to belabor this point, but we encourage unmarried students to abstain and married students to remain faithful. When I was training, my lecturer used to remind me, you want to complete your studies and still have your family. And I want to remind you the same. You want to complete your studies, so the act of balancing, the act of remaining faithful, so that you get your degree and be a happy person, no regrets. The university encourages students to relate among each other in a way that respect and edify one another. Students should therefore note the following: sexual immorality, cohabitation, premarital and extramarital sexual affairs are forbidden. Any form of sexual harassment is also not allowed. Criminal offenses such as sexual abuse or rape are not allowed. And in any case where rape occurs, we refer to the, as much as we do our disciplinary bit, we also refer to the law enforcing agents regarding that. Please again join us in our campaign to say that love, true love waits. Lakini watu wasingoje sana. If you meet a spouse, again in our department we have 3 reverends. We can assist when it comes to taking the vows of marriage. You are requested as you do your matriculation to sign that you will abide by these rules. So you will find that the last section of the matriculation is your commitment to abide by our rules. Now, cyberbullying, I need to point out this and emphasize that this happens a lot. in the digital world. As long as we are using technology, there is likely to be a scaring, angering, or shaming approach to a targeted person. It can take place on social media, messaging platform, gaming platform, mobile phone, etc. Examples include spreading lies about somebody or posting an embarrassing photo or video of someone. You will share groups, you will share WhatsApp groups, you will share email groups, you will share other forums where it is possible to attack each other. We want to encourage you not to do so, not to send hurtful, abusive, or threatening messages. Please remember that the laws of the land also prohibit this, and it's a crime that is chargeable in a court of law. Impersonating someone or sending a mean message to others, or sending a message on behalf of another person through fake account is prohibited. Such offenses are strictly prohibited and may result in disciplinary action, as you may see in our student handbook. University services are supposed to be paid for. Entry and exit into the university is supposed to be through the gate, not the wall. Unless there's a breakdown of some sort. And again, if we discover that's the case, we will be out there to help each other. Residential rules may not apply to you, but in case you're renting a hostel around school, please abide by their residential rules. Other rules is studying without the required immigration documents. Let me remind you, you've been introduced to Mr. Kimole. He helps all our international students to acquire their study visa in the country so that none of our students is studying without the proper status. Impersonation, forgery of documents that from the university is prohibited. Failure to return or compensate any borrowed item or money belonging to another member is also prohibited. Let me point out that in our cases, we've also found that postgraduates lend money to one another and then they end up having a case. Please only lend money to someone who you trust and who you know will return the money, or lend money that you wouldn't mind losing in case you lend to an unknown person. Breaking of the dress code is also prohibited, so we'd like to encourage you to dress up decently when you're coming to school. Any other thing that is contrary to the spirit of DayStar may attract a penalty. Now, academic offenses apply to all of us. We forbid any stealing of examination papers, academic dishonesty, cheating, or attempting to cheat during cuts and exam, copying from others, presenting papers that are not your own, using mobile phones or other unapproved technology during examination. Plagiarism is also forbidden. Attempting to attend class or sit for examination or signing for another person is prohibited. Cheating on class attendance is also prohibited. Bribing or attempting to bribe, threatening, or blackmailing faculty is prohibited. Attempting to sit for examinations without an exam card is prohibited. Any other conduct related to examination matters that are contrary to the spirit of the Code of Conduct is prohibited. You will hear more about this in your specific units through your specific schools. Yes, we have a disciplinary process and a committee that is headed by the DVC Academic Research and Student Affairs, Madam Faith Guru. And when the committee sits, there is a possibility that any of the following levels of disciplinary measures may be taken against the offender. That would include forgiveness, vindication, mediation, verbal warning, written warning, referrals for counseling, mentorship, or discipleship, restitution, suspension, or expulsion. Again, if you're not satisfied with the results of the disciplinary action, you have a right to appeal to the VC, who chairs the appeals committee. and he may uphold the ruling of the first sitting or review it. Now, our dress code, we encourage you to dress professionally or casual smart during all formal programs like lectures, chapel, interviews, graduation, etc. You will be denied admission at the gate in the event your dress code violates, your dressing violates the code that we have just shared. This is just example of casual smart or dinner dresses. Again, we encourage that guys keep their hair properly groomed. No plating, no tattoos or body piercings for guys, no hats or bandanas or caps in the lecture halls, in the dining, in the library, in the offices, during office functions, university official functions, and in chapel. The writing on the clothes should remain appropriate. We encourage proper fitting trousers to be worn at the waist to avoid sagging. No braiding of hairs for guys. No earrings or studs, like you can see on the nose, on the ear and the tongues. Again, chests should be covered. Whichever number of packs you have, whether they are 6 or 2 or 1, we just encourage you to cover the chest. The ladies' dresses and cuts should not be above the knee line. The cut also should not reach above the knee line. Tops should be long enough that the midriff is not exposed. Even for online classes where your videos are open, please let's abide with the code of the dress code. Sleeveless tops should not be worn, and if they are worn, they should be worn with sleeved blouses at all times. So, ladies, miniskirts that are above the knee line, necklines that are 4 inches below the shoulders, body tight trousers, barebacks, leggings, and jeggings, navel cases or tumble cuts, see-throughs, among others, should be avoided. When you come to school, if you meet security, they may deny you permission to enter. So we encourage us to just dress decently. Piercing is also prohibited. The nose, the navel, the eyebrows, the tongue, or any other part, including putting on a ring in pierced places or to cut tattoos on the bodies. In the event you already have a tattoo and you're visiting school, we encourage you to cover. No piercing, that's just an illustration. Having said that, let me quote Proverbs 13:13 says, people who despise advice will find themselves in trouble. Those who respect it will succeed. I want to wish you all the best in your stay in Daystar. Our prayer is that you will remain whole, physically, mentally, and spiritually, and that you will also remain faithful, and that the plan of God in your life will continue to be fulfilled. You are very welcome to Daystar, and having said that, I want to hand back over to the Dean of Students. Asanteni sana.
Wow, thank you, Grace. Wonderful. And it's good to know these things so that we coexist well. Thank you. I want to quickly take us to some of the questions that may be arising. Madam Susan, were you able to pick out some questions for us that we can respond to quickly before we hand over this to the next session?
Most of the questions are related to schools, so those ones will be answered when students get into their schools. The links and all that will be shared once we finish this. One person was asking which kind of sports are available. I think, Dean, you had mentioned. But this one for Kimole, maybe he can respond. As international students, do we need to apply for study visa if one already has another type of visa? I think those are the critical ones for our department.
Kimole, maybe you can respond. Before you do, I think just a run through. We have soccer, we have volleyball, we have netball, we have handball, we have most of the racket games, that's badminton, table tennis, lawn tennis. We even recently introduced lacrosse. We have rugby. I think basically most of all the games that people can play, but for indoor, we have chess, we have Scrabble, what others? I think quite a number of indoor games as well. In short, there's a whole lot, kind of a buffet you can just fit in somewhere as far as our sports and recreation are concerned. Kimole, are you ready with your answer?
In the event Mr. Kimole is not there, and on a light note, lacrosse is not cross country. So we are just learning this new game. In the event Mr. Kimole is not online, I want to respond to the issue of the visa for the international students. If you have any other visa, for example, you're a dependent or a diplomat, you will not be in any trouble with the police. But if you're in the country and you want to be a student, we encourage you to apply for the student visa. Again, you can inbox Mr. Kimole at dkimole, and Susan, you can help me type that, dkimole@daystar.ac.ke, and he will get back to you. Susan can also share Mr. Kimole's phone number. At some point, if you miss out on Mr. Kimole, you will find me in the office in Nairobi campus, and because we work together as a team. I hope I've responded. But if you're in the country and you don't have any of the other visas, the best thing is to visit the university as early as Tuesday next week, so that the processing of your study visa can start. Again, the details of the applications and all the attachments that you require to forward will be given to you on an email or a WhatsApp message, or your preferred mode of communication. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And for the international students, once in a while, some of these things might expire and you want following and you get in trouble. So always keep checking. There are reminders as well, but in case you're in trouble with the police and it's not about criminal activities, please just be sure to get in touch with us. We'll help where we can. Regarding the gym, of course, what we have on campus, you don't pay for it. In Athi River, as we said, it's a huge and very ultra-modern facility. In Nairobi, it's equipped, but not as in Athi River. And again, you're not paying for that. In most cases, you will find somebody, an instructor, or at least somebody to guide you. Kimole, thank you.
Just to add, those of you reaching out to us on mobile, from outside the country, you start with +254, +254.
Oh, yes.
Thank you.
Have we missed any other questions, Susan? Kimole, your response was given by Associate Dean Grace Karanja.
Okay. If you go to the chats, all our contacts, we've given all our contacts and our email addresses, and even the link to the student handbook and the link to the counseling services. So they can reach us on those other contacts.
Thank you. And just to clarify, your school has a dean. Many times we get questions and sometimes emails are sent to us. And of course, we will always respond to each single of those. The thing is, of course, there's a little delay because then if an email has come to me and it wasn't supposed to come to me, we'll still have to connect you again to the dean of the school. So please just make this difference. We deal basically with student affairs, but regarding your academics, it is important you get to know who your HOD is and who your dean is. I always say it is an embarrassing thing for somebody to have been in a class with a lecturer, and at the end of the semester, you're asking them who their lecturer was for this specific course, and they can't even tell you the name. So just get to know those people and get to know us as well, so that we help where we can to make your life as easy as it should be as you study with us. Now, just responding about the gym, as far as Athi River is concerned, yes, it is open starting as early as 6, but in Nairobi, I'm not so sure, Madam Grace, what time is the gym open in Nairobi?
Mr. Masiga can respond to that.
Mr. Masiga, are you with us? All right.
Yeah, it's open at 7, just about 7 in the morning, and it closes about 8 o'clock in the evening.
Great, thank you.
Yeah, but like I said in the chat, you must have your student ID. Show it at the security gate, at the main gate. That will give you a key to access the gym. Yeah.
Thank you. And as we proceed,
should I just add? Do not walk into the gym with your slippers. Wear closed shoes for your safety, because we have free weights in the gym, and you don't want a weight to drop on your toe. You won't have a toe to walk out with. Yeah.
Thank you for that reminder. And possibly we also need to say that you'll not be allowed if you come on campus in Crocs.
That's true.
I know this is becoming the vogue for the young people, but unfortunately we don't consider that official. We encourage people to look decent, so don't wear shorts when you're coming to, for class, or Crocs, because then you will not be allowed to get into the campus. Dr. Munyao, are you back? Let me know whether you're back. I can see.
Yes,
all right.
yes, I'm back.
I think we want to hand this back to you for our students. Thank you so much. Just know that we love you and that we care, and we are here to help you. Otherwise, enjoy your time at Daystar University.
They're asking whether they can join the choir.
Oh, definitely. Definitely they can, but they can't do it online. It has to be physical. Yes, and
you never know.
It's
you
so
never
beautiful.
know.
Wonderful,
You never know.
exactly. Wonderful.
There,
Yes.
you
You
can
just
ask,
never know.
you can ask Jacqueline right there, mwalimu wa kwaya, mwalimu wa muziki.
Yeah, you can join the choir, but it's not. It has to be physical. It has to be physical.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming to my rescue. Well, Dr. Munyao, back to you.
Thank you. Well, thank you very much. We can applause. I've been corrected. The department it's Students Affairs Department. Thank you, Maurice Masiga, for that correction. Yes, so please let's applaud them. And if any further questions they have shared with us, their contacts, you can always give a call and get answered. Thank you very much, Reverend Mutinda Musemi, Dean of Students, and with your team. You guys are just awesome. So let me switch gears. Now we are moving to another phase where you get to meet with your deans and heads of departments in your schools. Let me guide briefly on how that is going to happen. So right now we are going to leave this main meeting area. I am going to open breakout rooms. I have created 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 breakout rooms. Once I open them, you are going to join the breakout room that has the name where your program falls. So the name of school that captures your program. Now, right now, you may not be able, maybe you already know, but maybe some of you do not know where your program, which school your program falls under. You may not be able to relate your program title to the school under which it falls. And therefore, I'm going to allow the next 5 minutes for the deans of schools to unmute, as I call them, mention the school name, and mention the programs, postgraduate programs that fall under that school, so that once I open the breakout room, you are free to enter. You need to click on your screen, identify your school under which you've heard your program falls under, and join that group. That is where you're going to meet with your dean and your HODs. So let me start with the School of Arts and Social Sciences. The Dean of the School of Arts and Social Sciences is Reverend Dr. Patrick Musembi. Daktari, are you on the call? Or a representative? I see Dr.
Thank you very much, Dr. Martin.
Musia.
Yeah, I'm around, Dr.
Okay.
Dr. Musia. I'm representing the
Dr.
dean.
Justus K. Musia is the HOD, Peace and International Studies. Please tell us about the School of Arts and Social Sciences and the evening programs that fall under this school.
Yeah, we have 3 departments, Peace and International Studies, and then we have Education and also Theology. Those are 3 departments and School of Arts and Social Sciences. So please, let's meet together. In that school, we'll give you more information. I know my colleagues are also in, we'll talk more. School of Arts and Social Sciences, don't forget that.
Okay, so all the students who are taking masters, MA in diplomacy, international development, international security, that's your school. Okay. Next up, School of Business and Economics. I see Dr. Johannes Chongo or Laban. Oh yeah, Dr. Laban Chesang. The dean
Yes,
is Dr.
thank you
Laban
very
Chesang.
much. Yes, thank you very much, Dr. Munyao. I appreciate and I want to welcome all the students to this particular program. So for those of us joining the School of Business and Economics, if you've come to the Department of Commerce or the Department of Economics, there you go. So we do have programs in the MBA category. So MBA in Strategic Management, MBA in Project Management, MBA in Marketing, MBA in Human Resource, MBA in Supply Chain Management. So if you are in the MBA category, this is where you belong. And then you have the MSc in Economics as well. So joining that particular category. So I believe we are well guided in terms of the postgraduate programs. Should we have any diploma programs around, anyone doing the diploma in business management as well, then we can still link up there.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Chesang, for that. That's very clear. And so students, you know where to go once I open the breakout room. School of Communication, we have Dr. Daniel Aswani, the Dean. Please tell us about your school, the programs.
Thank you so much, Dr. Munyao. Thank you, Dean of Students and the team for the program that has preceded this. Those coming in and joining the School of Communication. So we, as my colleagues have indicated in terms of departments, we have 3 departments. We have Language and Performing Arts Department. We have Strategic and Organizational Communication Department. And then we have Media and Film Studies Department. Now, so programs again ranging from diploma in communication right to the PhD level. If we'll have students there, feel free to join the group. But we have a BA in public relations. We have a BA in communication with concentration in advertising. We have print media. We have electronic media. And then we have BA French, English. That team could also be joining the School of Communication. At master's level, we have Master of Arts in Communication with 3 concentrations. Media studies, corporate communication, and development communication. Looking forward to seeing those in the School of Communication. Thank you so much.
Great, great. Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. So now you know those coming to the School of Communication, now you know where to join. Very clear, to the point. Next up, the School of Applied Human Sciences. School of Applied Human Sciences. Dr. Ongaro. Dr. Menecha.
Okay, thank you so much, Martin, and
thank you.
Welcome our students. We're the School of Applied Human Sciences, where we house actually the Department of Psychology and Counseling. And in this department, we have a Master's in Clinical Psychology. We have a Master of Arts in Counseling Psychology. We also have a PhD in Clinical Psychology. I know we have some students who are admitted and they're doing some prerequisite courses. Also, we have a BA in Psychology and Counseling and Diploma in Counseling Psychology. We also have the Department of Development Studies, which has actually Masters in Community Development. We also have a Masters in Monitoring and Evaluation. Also, we have actually BA programs in the same, Community Development, Monitoring and Evaluation, and also Social Work. Also, we have a Diploma in Community Development. At the same time, we do have the Institute of Child Development, which has a Master of Arts in Child Development. So we are here and ready to serve you people. Welcome and join us. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, Dr. Jared Menecha, for that clarity. Now you know if you're coming to the School of Applied Human Sciences, you know where your program falls. Next up, School of Law. Do we have any students coming in? School of Law. All right. School of Nursing. We are launching the Masters of Nursing Education. Dr. Susan Njuguna, are you on the call? Okay. If you're here and you're joining one of those schools, I'll still open the room. You can join. Then on the Master of Education Leadership and Policy Studies, it's just that one program. So once you see it open, it's going to be named Education Leadership and Policy Studies. Please join if that's where you're going. So right now, I'm going to open the rooms. Please join.
Just a minute, Dr. Martin. I've seen Dr. Susan Njuguna online, and she actually said she couldn't hear you. I don't know if she can hear me, Dr. Susan Njuguna. I'm sorry, I'm in a car from Athi River. It's quite dark here, but I saw her say that School of Nursing.
Okay, School of Nursing. Dr. Susan Njuguna. Tell us about who to join.
Unless I might had a problem because.
Okay. Anyway, I'm still going to open it. If you're coming to take that master, anything related to nursing, I'm going to open
Education Leadership, they will join. Masters of Education Leadership, join the group.
Yes.
Dr. Njuguna, I think the problem is on your side because everybody can hear Martin. Maybe you can type and let her know that everybody can hear you.
Okay. All right. I think we can proceed. The guidance is that once you go to your schools and you're done with your schools, you leave the call. We're not coming back here. So once you're done with your school, we are done for the evening. We meet tomorrow to meet other key departments. Tomorrow's orientation is very critical because you get to be oriented on how courses will be assisted by the registrar's office on how to pick your courses and get registered after today's guidance. So please join your schools now.
Not a link, it is a breakaway room. So look at your school. You're not looking for links. Now, in case you want a link for WhatsApp, now don't look for a link. Look for a breakaway room on your name. It appears on your name. So, and you've already been told where you belong. In case you are lost, you'll be helped.
Yeah, so just click on your screen. Click on the screen. You should be able to see breakout rooms in progress. Join yours as you have been guided by your deans. The Dean of Students is going to remain here to assist anyone who needs guidance, as I'll need to join my...
Maybe for clarification, where does the link appear?
It appears on your screen. Or can you just go to the... How do you let the breakout sessions emerge? You go to the breakout rooms and go to more,
then breakout rooms.
Then breakout rooms.
More where in?
More is on the extreme. If you're on a laptop, extreme right
at the bottom
of your screen.
If you're on a phone.
Yeah, that I might have to check.
Yeah.
But there must be a place you can click and it will show up.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
If you're not sure about your school, just mention here. Reverend Mutinda Musimi, the Dean, and I will assist. At some point, I'll need to also leave and go to my school. We have a new team.
Yes, it's okay, Daktari. The good news is from around 270 to 80 people, now we have only about 50.
Good.
Can we find the breakout rooms? I can't find mine, kindly.
Go to more, click breakout rooms. Yes, Josephine N.
Daktari, if I can't see more, I don't know if it's not applicable by phone.
No, it should be applicable. Or just click on the call, eh?
So more, when
So
I
let
go
me
to
help
more,
if I can.
we
There's no
have
on if you're
meeting.
using the phone, if you're using your phone, there's a small box, 4 boxes. It looks like 4 boxes and a record. Check for something that looks like 4 small white boxes. Click on it. It will give you the breakout rooms. I hope that helps.
Thank you, Leah. Thank you.
Karibu.
Thank you. Thank you.
So what you have in more is the meeting setting, background and effect, and disconnect audio.
Okay, try the meeting setting. Let's see what you get.
Meeting setting. It's just setting, just to show and video participant.
Did you get those 4 boxes you were being directed to?
4 boxes?
Yes, Leah just helped us.
I've not seen those boxes that you are saying.
You can't see the 4 boxes. We just have, if you have a phone, You have
Yeah.
participants chat, reactions,
Mhm.
share, record, caption, whiteboard, notes, apps, and then more.
Yeah, I've gone to where more is, but I cannot, when I click where there's more, I can see now the meeting setting, there's nothing.
Yeah, yeah.
With the phone, I really don't know how to do it.
What are you
I've never
saying?
joined a Sorry?
You are saying we go to, because we have mute, that video, participant, then,
Are you on a phone? Are you on a phone?
yeah.
Now, I've not joined a breakout room using a phone. I'm sorry about that. I have no clue on how to. You cannot switch to a laptop. Can you switch to a laptop?
Let me try, Daktari. I'm trying to see whether I'll sort that.
No, we don't have laptop next to us now, currently. Hamid, Hamid, Ahmed. Hello.
Yeah, it is still saying that it has to be found under the settings.
Breakout sessions, already.
Yeah.
No, they're not sending it yet. Yes.
Tap breakout rooms on the top left side of the meeting controls. I'm trying to see that. I still see so many people who have not joined the.
Yeah, for us who are using the phone, we cannot join the breakout rooms. What do we do?
So what I'm going to do,
yes,
is I want to switch on my phone and try to access that so that I can guide. So just hold on there. Let me get into the meeting using my phone.
Okay.
Sorry about that. I'm trying. It's connecting.
Recording in progress.
Just to say I'm still here trying. Just hold there. Can you hear me? Now, those 4 boxes, if you click on them, they will show you the various schools, because I've just clicked on mine on the top left, just below record. There are 4 boxes there. I have clicked on them, and then they show the schools, and then you click on the school and then click join. At least that's what my phone is showing me, if you can hear me. Are you there with me?
Okay, where are the boxes? Where can we find the boxes?
You see,
Yeah.
like on my phone, eh? So this is the left side right here. There are 4
up
boxes
here.
right
Yeah, I've seen
on
those.
the left hand corner. You
Oh,
see 4. Yeah, you click on that and then the school will show. And then you just click on the school.
so the strategic management is under which school?
That is business economics. So you will see it there. Let me just click.
I've seen it.
Yeah, click there and join your school. Anyone else still struck? Stranded?
Yes, I'm lost.
I'm also
Uh,
stranded.
Are you
Which
using a phone?
I'm actually, I can see the breakout sessions, but I'm not sure which is one for MA clinical psychology. I've joined 2, and I'm actually not sure whether that is where that MA clinical psychology is. So I logged out.
Okay. Just a moment. I want to see breakout rooms. This is who is speaking. I want to assign you.
Odhamia.
Let me get that name. Why can't I see your name here?
I can see it. Is it arts and social sciences, or business and or applied human sciences?
Applied human sciences.
I was there,
Just join
but
that.
this is where they are doing a monitoring and evaluation.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It is.
Okay,
Who
thank
else
you.
is? Most welcome, Madam. Who else? I still have 23 people here, and unless you're logged in and you're not following. Anyone else who is stranded? We are doing well. We are doing well. People are still joining. If you're stranded, just feel free to speak. For the laptop, you don't look for the boxes, you click on more at the extreme right.
Can you hear me?
Yes, Joseph, I can hear you.
Good evening to you, Dean. My name is Joseph, and
Yes, Joseph.
I have been admitted to the to the MBA.
Yes.
I had joined the break room, and
Mhm.
then I had no communication, so I came back. I came back to the main group here. So looking for assistance, please.
So which one had you joined? Joseph? I suppose you have found it. Okay. Anyone else stranded? Ahmed Hassan, did you succeed? If you need help, please just speak out. We are here to assist. We can send you to your school. I'm right here for you. But all is quiet, and yet I'm seeing quite a number of people.
Excuse me,
Yes.
I'm stranded, School of Applied Human Sciences.
Now let me see whether I can locate your name here.
Shalom.
Assign. I am assigning you right now. I have. Anyone else stranded, please speak out.
Hi, I'm trying to join the School of Business, and the breakout room. I'm finding I'm only I'm alone.
School of Business.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to assign you.
Okay.
Let's see where to send you. That's strange.
Kindly assign me again, School of Applied Human Science. Shalom.
Okay.
Hello, Dean. I'm lost as well.
Paul, I'm trying
Paul
to
Bore. Strategic
get
Management, MBA.
trying to get your names here. See whether you need to exit anywhere, because for some reason your names are not showing in my list here now. It looks like you got into a room and possibly did not click exit. I don't know. Yeah.
Business and Economics for MBA Strategic Management.
Yes, can you see it?
Yes, Business and Economics. Join breakout room.
Yes, Paul Bore. I'm looking for that name here. Just click join.
Okay.
You will be
I had
fine
joined, and
there.
then I was alone, so that's why I came back to the main group.
Then what you do,
Yeah.
in that school, in that department, I'm sure there are other schools that you could join. Have you try? I'm looking for Laban Chesang. Now, when you click, let me hear what you can see.
I can
From your end.
see join breakout room. There is business and economics, communication, applied human science, education, leadership and policy studies, School of Nursing, the School of Law.
Yeah, business and economics. There should be people.
So I should join that one?
Just let someone else also go there and yes.
So I should join business and economics?
Yes. Join that one, you'll be fine.
Thank you.
Most welcome. Shalom, did you succeed? And Clinton, which is
No, I didn't
No,
succeed.
I did not. I joined. I find I'm the only person in business
which
and
school?
economic.
Okay,
Business
we have someone else who has just moved there right now.
Okay, let me join and see.
Try joining again. Now, Shalom, I don't know why your name is not showing in my list. I wanted to assign you. I don't know why I'm not seeing you in my list. Okay, try clicking on join. Let me hear what you can see. You're in which school again? Shalom. Shalom, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. School of Applied Human Sciences.
And I'm seeing the school already has 37 people who have joined. Is it that you can't see it?
I can't see anything. I just nakuona tu wewe.
Now, you're using a phone.
Yes.
Let me hear what, just tell me what you can see. Let me just guide you slowly. What can you see on the phone? On the top left-hand corner, can you see any dots there? Or can you see record?
Yes, I've seen the dots. Join breakout room.
Yes, right there.
Okay, sawa, asante.
Okay. I can still see you, Shalom. I hope you have succeeded. Yes, she has. Anyone else here? I still have, okay, I can see some. Maybe still connecting. Marie, Chemido, Ines, Kelly, Josephine, Turabi. Victoria, I see your hand is up. Jacqueline Opio, which school? Lily Isaacs, which school? Lydia? Kelly Mbithi? Eunice Odonge? Eunice, Lydia, Bradley, Turabi, Murray. Can I be of any help? Which groups do you belong to? I can help send you there. Can you hear me?
Hello, Dean. There was nobody in the School of Economics, in the Business and Economics. So I was just alone in the room. So that's why I came back to the main. So I think, do I consider leaving?
Now that is strange. Yeah, it is hard to keep you here if there's no one. You can still. You said that was School of Business and Economics.
Business and Economics, yes.
What are you taking?
Strategic Management, MBA.
Give me a minute. Let me just ask a question here. Give me a question. I mean, a minute. You can just mute. Let me see what is going on.
Hello?
Yes, Maggie.
I've been into 2 breakout groups so far, and I think I'm lost. I was in applied human sciences, and then I think I was in arts and social sciences. But in both cases, I'm told that's not where the monitoring and evaluation guys are. Maybe you can direct me.
Okay. Just click on there. Tell me what list you are seeing. But monitoring and evaluation should be in the School of Applied Human Sciences.
So I'm just from there. They say that they just have clinical psychology guys over there. So I'm lost.
That is where it should have been. Chances are, maybe it is the HOD who was not present, but Paul, I want to release you for now. Let me follow up with Maggie. Sorry for the frustration, but I'm noting it down here. Paul, can you hear
Okay,
me?
thank you. Yes, I can.
And I'm communicating here. Sorry
Yes.
about that. For now, if you want to hold there, let me make a few calls for you and for Maggie to see whether there is any help. Allow me to make another call here, and I'll get back.
Okay, thank
you. Maggie, just hold there.
All right.
Yeah, this is a little frustrating. Applied human sciences. What I can do, if you hold, I'm going to join those groups and I'll get back after I found out what is happening. So give me a minute. Let me join the group and I'll get back.
Okay.
My friends, I think I'll have to release you. I've looked for them. I couldn't find them. Those two schools, but I am going to take your concerns. For Peter, I think Peter already left. Maggie, you're the one in monitoring.
Correct.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It seems like that room is not created, or rather, I don't think the HOD is present. Maggie. Yeah. Sorry about that, but I'm going to escalate that to your HOD.
I joined a bit later. So what is happening in the breakout rooms? Is it just people getting to know one another, or is there anything important being shared?
Well, they are letting you know what happens in your school. That
Okay.
is what is happening. It would have been okay. I see the dean is calling here.
Okay.
Dr. Ari, how are you? Now I have a student who cannot find the breakout room for monitoring and evaluation. The only present groups that have been identified are clinical psychology, that counseling, etc. Yeah. So I don't know whether who is in charge of monitoring and evaluation. This is in your department, right? It is in your school. Dr. who? Dr. Yugi. Let me just call him. I'm on Pige. When you're dinner, okay, Piga Guaraka. Okay, let me know. Somebody's waiting. Yeah, I tried calling him. So just hang in there.
Okay.
Where did you take your undergrad?
More University, a while back though.
Oh, okay. It can't be that while back, but most welcome, most welcome.
Well, it is because it was 10 years ago. But I'm glad to be here now.
Definitely most welcome. Your department, quite a number, I suppose there should be quite a number of people taking monitoring and evaluation. The HOD there is called Dr. Yugi, so I don't know why you couldn't locate him. I am actually not sure whether I saw him on this call. I'll also be trying to call him as the dean. Twice calling him. Daktari, one of your students is stranded right here. She is almost the only one left here in the main call. Okay. She shared a link. Hebu tafuta uone kama utaipata. I have someone waiting and it would be good for her to join. Just hang in there, Maggie.
All right.
Crispus, you're back. Are you okay? And Helen, are you through? Nalo, how are you? Are you okay? Did you find your room? Helen TC? For you, Maggie, let me make the final call here. I don't want, I feel bad keeping you waiting here. But Kwani, is it a WhatsApp link? Because she is supposed to join. She's in the main room, but she went looking for that. She couldn't identify that because there's only psychology. And then came back to the main room because okay, well, nitumie tujaribu. So Maggie, I'm going to post something here. Just try this one, check. Can you access the chat?
Yes, I can see. Yeah. So there's a code there and a password. Is that what you're saying I need to use?
Yeah. I don't know what this is for.
Unless they
Must-
have another session somewhere. So I would have to leave this and then probably join.
That's why I'm wondering, do they create their own independent one or what is going on?
Possibly. So I can give it a try.
Okay, just try. Just try.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much.
If it works, fine. If it doesn't, just remain.
Okay.
Lydia, can we be of help? Lydia, did you find your room? Hello. Dr. Sitati, how are you? Dr. As you are back to the
Yes,
main.
we're back. We're back. We're done.
Wonderful.
Yes.
I had about 2 students who just got stuck
Okay.
because I think their people went to the breakout rooms and then they created other rooms for themselves. Wakajificha kabisa.
Oh, sorry.
And I didn't have those links.
Okay. Is there something else we have to do, or can I leave? I'm on Nairobi campus and I need to go home.
Oh, hey,
Yeah.
Doctor, if you're through with your people, I think the wisest thing is anza safari uende nyumbani.
Sawa sawa.
Huko kwingine tutashikilia kabisa.
Okay, sawa. All right then.
I'm already at home, so
Oh yeah.
so go
Okay.
ahead. God watch over you.
God bless you too. Bye.
Mm. Welcome back, those who are coming back. I think for now, the only thing I might want to do is to tell us what to expect for tomorrow. I know most of the people are leaving now. If you can hear me, let me know so that I know I'm talking to anyone.
Well, sorry, Dean, I saw your call, but I was engaged in the group.
That is okay. I had two struggles, but you know, there are people who got into the breakout rooms and created other breakout rooms, and they didn't inform us. So I had two students who would get in and find they can't locate their people.
Mm.
Like one went for monitoring and evaluation and couldn't find a team.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but we've been able to sort that nevertheless. I suppose students are moving home straight from the breakouts, it seems.
Yes, we are done.
Okay.
Our group is done, so we are going home.
Yeah.
I see applied human sciences are still meeting, and also communication. So we'll leave them to proceed. Once they are done, I guess they'll just go home.
That is great. We appreciate. I think it was a great evening.
Mm.
And of course, we are very grateful to our students. They showed up in big numbers tonight.
Yeah.
I noticed we were very close to 300. Of course, that includes the staff. Very grateful.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so
I'll just leave it open.
Have a great evening.
Yeah, thank you. You too.
Maybe we don't need to leave it open now since it's already moving to 8:30. Oh, because there are still people going on.
Yeah, there are still people meeting. Yeah. There are two groups meeting.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But I will exit.
Yeah, feel free to. Thank you. Thank you for your support. I appreciate it.
Have a good evening. Tomorrow we are at it again.
Okay.
Bye.
Asante.